Blacksburg, Virginia. Just 150 miles separate this peaceful countryside from its Charlottesville neighbors to the northeast. But when it comes to football, the differences are as distinct on the field as they are off. Virginia's Thomas Jones is the ACC's lone 1,000-yard man. Together with fifth-year quarterback Aaron Brooks, who put up record passing numbers in this game a year ago, the Cavalier offense can flourish by land or by air. The calling card for Virginia Tech, defense and special teams. With 8 men a yard off the ball, these birds have quarterbacks always uncertain of who's coming to dinner. With 10 blocked kicks on the year, they keep punters shaking in their boots. The significance of this rivalry has been passed along from generation to generation. Virginia and Virginia Tech, today from Blacksburg. Everybody, Ron Franklin, and welcome to the great Commonwealth of Virginia. I think we've got a rivalry today that you're really going to enjoy. Now, understand, this one has not received the same kind of national attention as Michigan and Ohio State or Florida and Florida State, but if you live in this part of the country, in the Commonwealth, you mark this day every year because this is their most important college football game. Doug Dowdy is a local author who described it as a clash between backgrounds and pedigrees. In fact, at the turn of the century, it was called a fight between sons of bankers and sons of farmers. Brash frat men going up against stone-faced cadets. Well, what about the differences today? You don't have to go any further than the campuses themselves. For instance, here in Blacksburg, the main part of the campus is called the drill field. When you go up to Charlottesville, the sons of Thomas Jefferson, they call it the lawn. When Virginia Tech scores here today, there's a cannon that will go off at the far north end of the end zone, and they will cheer wildly. Meanwhile, when Virginia scores, they'll cheer, but they grab hands, they sway back and forth, and they sing the lyrics to the good old song. Differences, you bet, and they're about to settle them in a great rivalry. Virginia and Virginia Tech. Mike Gottfried and Adrian Carson are standing by. Appearing, and for good reason, at Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's number 15 against number 19, and it also is for bragging rights in the state for 1998. Aaron Brooks, just a year ago, boy, what an outstanding game he had in this matchup with Virginia Tech, and the Hokies realize that, and Mike Gottfried, they want to make sure that he does not get loose the way he did in 1997. By the way, a belated happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. You too.
You have seen this Virginia team since the get-go. You had a Thursday night game when they opened against Auburn. This is a lethal weapon offensively when they get the machine going, isn't it?
Ron, you're right. Aaron Brooks hasn't had the numbers that he had last year because Jermaine Crowell, who was his leading receiver, is off to pro football. But he gashed this Virginia Tech defense last year with big throws and threw 4 touchdown passes. But he really is going to have to rely on his 1-2 punch of Thomas Jones, the running back who averages 124 yards rushing per game. But he also has 24 receptions leading the ACC in the running back, so he can catch the football out of the backfield. They need to have mix because they're going to play against an 8-man front that's going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
Frank Beamer, Virginia Tech. When I hear Frank Beamer's name, I think first of defense, and then I think about special teams. It's not a lot of sleep for coaches that have to go against these units from Virginia Tech.
No, they put a lot of pressure on you. Defensively, we talked about the 8-man front. They're crowding the football. They're blitzing people. The kicking game, they block so many kicks, and they just put so much pressure. The non-offensive touchdowns under Frank Beamer 8 this season. But it gives the offense of the Hokies a little bit of chance to play conservative football and play to the kicking game and play to the defense. But, Ron, the key in this ball game is going to be which team can get the big plays, because I don't think either one of these offenses can drive consistently against the opposing defenses.
So we will see. Frank Beamer, 12 years at Virginia Tech, 76, 58-2. He's 4-7 against the Cavaliers. And this man, George Welch, 17 years at Virginia, 120 wins. He's 500 against the Hokies. Give you the Zales starting lineups offensively for Virginia Tech. Clark at quarterback, Pegues, who just carried, and Jarrett Ferguson. The receivers, Ricky Hall, he's the go-to guy, Angelo Harrison, and Derek Carter's the tight end. And up front for the offense, Derek Smith and Dwight Vick. That's the side they like to go to. Both very active, very good offensive linemen at tackle and guard.
Ron, big splits on the right side between the right guard and right tackle.
Under pressure, Clark Couldn't find him open, gonna run. Has 5, has 10, 15, 20, 25, loses the football, and who got it? They still scramble at the 41-yard line. Burnham is the man who knocked it loose. It will stay with Virginia Tech. It is Sanders, Anderson, Antonio Dingle, and Patrick Kearney, the down 4. The linebackers, Green, Wally Rayner, and Byron Thweet. In the secondary, it is Harrison Spruill, Legby, and Adrian Burnham, who caused that fumble just a moment ago. They are the safeties. Beautiful day in Blacksburg, Virginia. Absolutely perfect in a packed house. Short drop, quick pass, got it complete to Hall, and Hall is going to be tackled, but not before he picks up the first down at the 27-yard line. And I mean just like that, it is Virginia Tech moving the football against Virginia.
Well, a couple big plays, Ron. Al Clark scramble, Tim Spruill here, Ron.
Yep.
Excuse me, the right guard, right tackle.
Quick pass, got it to Hall. And let's check in with Larry Beal. Larry?
Hey, Ron, you got the Battle of Virginia. How about the Battle of Georgia? Georgia Tech. Bulldogs getting sneaky. Quincy Carter to Michael Greer. That was a lateral, and wide open is Larry Brown, 65 yards. And you're not getting me down. 7-0 Georgia.
Second down. Piggies breaks one tackle, then being knocked forward by Donnie Green. And the ball came loose, but they said nope, it was dead. And from where they have marked it, he is going to have another Virginia Tech first down. No score. If you just joined us, we're just underway. About to have played the first 3 minutes of the battle for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Complete to Hall again. As we mentioned, he's the guy they like to go to. Have the completion, but the steps out of bounds around the 9-yard line. Play of the drive, they have covered 56 yards and used up just about 3 minutes. From the shotgun, Clark, right over the middle, incomplete, and I'll tell you, that one almost defended by the umpire. Is going to attempt a 26-yard field goal. He's 18 of 28 of the year. Spot is good, line drive is good. Well, Graham is not happy with it. Aesthetically, it would be around a 4, but on the scoreboard, it's a 3. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Get 3. They would love to have had 7.
And one big play in that drive, Al Clark taking off for that quarterback scramble.
Butler on the tackle as we look at the starters for Virginia. Brooks at quarterback. Thomas Jones and Anthony Southern behind him. The receivers, Hawkins and Wilkins. Casey Crawford is the tight end up front for the offensive line. Robson will get the start at left guard. We will see LaMontagne as well. John St. Clair is the veteran at center. Both teams come together. Look out now. The officials having to separate the teams in the middle of the field.
This is the best group in the ACC right here, so this is a well-officiated, this is going to be a well-officiated football game.
Robin, the 2 guys on the outside, boy, they wreak havoc. Great pass rushers. The linebackers active, Ferguson Hawks and Jamel Smith. And in the secondary, Charlton Johnson, Prelo, and Keon Carpenter. Rolls the pocket. Brooks pats it, gets it complete, and he's got it to number 7, Terrence Wilkins.
Virginia is a running back. They had Tiki Barber. They moved into wide receiver 2 years ago. 38 pass receptions for 670 yards, but only 1 touchdown.
Down the field on their first possession. Now Virginia doing the same thing. They set up the middle screen, and they've got it at the 39 to Thomas Jones, and boy, he gets attacked and knocked out of bounds quickly by Keon Carpenter.
Misses being in this ball game. Virginia misses him.
3rd down and 4. You see those middle backers creeping up, and they just got a free first down. The running play by Jones, tackled for a loss, and now Frank Beamer's going to look up and see a 5-yard penalty moved off against his defense. As Corey Moore
in the pregame, and you try to get the cadence, and then once the game starts, your players come out, tell you what the cadence is, and so your players start to try to get in rhythm with the cadence. You know, and your scout team uses the same cadence all week in practice.
Jones into the backfield, and that's Ellenberg. Oh, my goodness. As soon as he got the handoff, John was there, and the the big junior out of Springfield put him down.
Ball player.
Second down, the corners move off this time. No bump. Brooks zings the pass. It is tipped and almost intercepted. Lauren Johnson got a hand on it, and then it was almost picked off by Prelo. It's exactly where it would be if they don't pick up anything on this one. Pressure is on. Brooks gets it away for the end zone and overthrown and incomplete.
Aaron Brooks did a nice job here.
Him if he hits this one. He has a little bit of a breeze behind him. Wide left. Had the distance and pushed it left. They fake it to him. Clark has to hurry to get it away. And there's Ferguson, and the fullback gets by the first tackler and is going to take it to midfield. And stiff again, the setbacks for Virginia Tech. Stiff for the pitch. Turns the corner, has 5, has 10. He is off. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. 51 yards.
There's the block on the outside, and another good block by the receiver. The fullback's in here. There's Sokowski's block. Opens it up. Jarrett Ferguson with a hit.
He even stumbled, Mike, and still had enough to take it for the distance.
Here's the receiver, Davis's block. Just everything well on the corner, and then no safety fill. And then Stiff, too far gone to stop him. Nice blocking at the point of attack.
More college football coming up later today on ESPN2. Tennessee wide receiver Peerless Price, 9 touchdowns on the season, including 8 touchdown catches. It's the second-ranked Tennessee Volunteers taking on cross-state rival Vanderbilt at 3:30 Eastern. Then in the evening, Michigan out in Honolulu to take on Hawaii at 9:30. Both games later today on ESPN2. Come up with. They're in the hole by 10. Ball is loose, and it has been recovered by Virginia Tech. Ferguson, I believe, Lorenzo Ferguson.
Thomas Jones was looking at Aaron Brooks like he never got the football. And you can see right there, he didn't expect to get the football.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. He didn't expect to get it.
He's almost like he thought it was a checkoff to a pass, and he went right back to Aaron Brooks and said, you know, I'm not supposed to get that football.
Tech has the ball at the 16-yard line. Clark on first down, slip screen, gets a block, turns it up, 5, 4, down to the 1, Angelo Harrison. First and goal, Hokies. Second down, you can see the ball just inches away. Piggies, left side. Still no signal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Since then, the stomping has been all Virginia Tech. Wow. Kibble's kickoff. Womack from the 7. And now pushing and shoving on the sidelines, and those two players having to be separated. So 15 yards and no signal of ejection.
Yeah.
No play action. There was no one there to play action to, and he still hits Wilkins. Wide open over the middle. He is inside the 20-yard line, and they're going to say his knee touched at the 21. It's good for 33 yards.
And Terrence Wilkins is going to run a post pattern. I think the reason, Ron, there's the post by Terrence Wilkins, but I think the reason there was no play fake, Thomas Jones wisely saw a blitz from the backside, and he knew he had pass protection on that.
From the 21 to get on the scoreboard as they're down 17. Brooks zings the pass, has it complete inside the 5 to Wilkins. It is first and goal, Cavaliers. 6 of 8, 96 yards for Aaron Brooks. Jones, left side, touchdown, Virginia.
Well blocked. Good job by the offensive line. Thomas Jones just following the blocks. Virginia Tech defense, it's very good goal line defensive football team, got knocked off the ball. Casey Crawford with a good block.
And Virginia Tech's defense is 261, and right there they used that extra almost 30 pounds per individual to get up. Poindexter, his numbers through 7 games before his season-ending injury.
And Ron, he's a Jim Thorpe candidate, and I think his numbers are good enough to warrant, even though he's missed the last couple ball games. You talk about a great player. George Wells said he's just sick about his injury.
Adrian, it's 17-7. See if Virginia Tech can continue their onslaught offensively. Pass wide open on a blown coverage to Ricky Hall, and he's going to be out around midfield. What in the world happened to the Virginia secondary?
Good pass protection again to give Al Clark a lot of time in the extra.
Counterplay. Stiff. Tries to come back toward the middle, and a flag has come down now with the line of scrimmage, and it's Wally Rayner. Down.
Tripping on the offense. 15 yards and repeat the down.
Where it occurred, the penalty pushes it back to the 34-yard line. Yes, and his body will be that red after he washes it off tomorrow as well. So Virginia only with a 3-man rush. Going to be sacked at the 34. John Duckett came in to lower the boom on him, a freshman out of Lexington, Maryland.
Georgia and Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets packaged some sting with that offense. Joe Hamilton can throw the deep ball. Kelly Campbell running underneath at 55 yards. Hooked up, and that game's tied at 7.
Brooks under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Moore got him. It was Jamal Smith who hit him first and spun him around.
Time, but broke down inside.
Scott's punt way back at the 34-yard line, Angelo Harrison, and he will be able to bring it back for a return of 7, but that is a 46-yard kick by Donnie Scott. Hokies tries to bounce it outside, and then he tripped over his blocker. 3rd down and 5. They need to take it to the Virginia 49. Shovel pass. They're not going to make it. Piggy's got the ball. And that is the end of the first quarter. Hokies 17 and the Who's 7. We'll be right back.
State Farm presents Rules of the Game.
We're talking about line of scrimmage play. In this play, the defense penetrates the neutral zone, which caused a reaction by the offensive lineman. What's the call?
I do kitchens, I do bathrooms, I do family rooms. I do not do insurance. I want to be treated like I feel I treat my clients. I want to be treated like I am their only client. Michelle Duthman treats me the same way I want to be treated. I have my cars, all of my household. I need somebody that I can get advice from. I know that when I need them the most, they're going to be there.
Get to know your State Farm agent.
It's a great relationship.
We're talking about the line of scrimmage. In this play, the defensive team penetrated the line of scrimmage, which caused a reaction by the offensive team. Defensive offsides.
Rules of the Game has been brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To see a bit of what makes Dodge Intrepid fast, let's cut to the quick. It has a sparkling 200 horsepower gem of an aluminum engine, grippy independent suspension, crisp steering, and a highly functional driving space. Intrepid demonstrates a lot of powerful thinking, no matter how you slice it. Well equipped, $20,495.
Phone Patrol from 1-800-COLLECT.
Attention, citizens! 1-800-COLLECT is now 10 cents a minute every evening.
10 cents a minute? That's cheap.
Isn't saving money fun?
1-800-COLLECT, 10 cents a minute every evening.
There are other ways to get to work, but nah.
Oh, great one. How much time do I have left?
You have 15 minutes.
15 minutes? 15?
Maybe 20?
What? I can't take a bath in 20 minutes. What are you talking about?
Oh, times on tapes.
There is a better way to see how much time's left on your tapes. Sony Smart File. With one wave, it automatically tells you what's on your tapes. Plus, it fast-forwards to exact spots.
I'm getting another call. They just said 40 minutes for you. This is your lucky day, mister.
Sony Smart File VCRs. Now you...
Low pass to Kibble, still gets his kick away. This is a great high coverage kick. And in fact, it's going to hit in the end zone. Wilkins had no chance on that one. And there is a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Offsides, Virginia. So, first down at Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Going to say his knee touched at the 31, and it's a gain of 16 from scrimmage.
All right, Ron, just want to pass along the word. It is official, the story you've heard about here on ESPN the past few days. Tommy Tuberville taking over as the head football coach at Auburn. 5 years at $900,000 a year. A ton of money, a ton of pressure. More at the half. Guys?
This time they roll the pocket. Clark, boy, just ran. He didn't see that defender kind of hiding behind the blocker, but Patrick Kearney was right there and knocks him down for very little gain. So now it's going to be third down and long. They're going to take it to the 21 to keep this one going.
It's a wise move.
Right over the middle, that is knocked away by Spruill.
You're looking.
That was interference. 50-yard attempt, high pass, plenty of distance. Good heavens, downtown, and it's good. His career long is 53, and we'll see if they say officially 50 or 51. And while you were talking, we showed a graphic that says 4 yards rushing on the afternoon for Virginia. Got the pass. There's Wilkins again. But I'll tell you, Wilkins has been the only weapon.
Well, when you hit them with the post pattern that they did in the first quarter twice, then the post corner becomes open because you overplay the post. Corey Moore had a shot at Aaron Brooks again from the backside.
We'll try to get a check on him as the trainers came right over to check him out. He's sitting up on the bench. Straight ahead with the handoff and almost breaking it to Anthony Southern. He's going to take it to the 45. I think is the 48. They're 0 of 2 on third down conversions. Brooks going to run it. Turns it upfield, and he will have the first down for Virginia. He's going to take it to midfield. To go with his fellow bookend, Corey Moore. Pressure. There's the guy we're talking about. Moore missed him once, and then he'll get him the second time. Brooks drills it, has it complete, and that's enough for the first down at the 38-yard line. And guess who? Terrence Wilkins. With that catch, he's going to be averaging over 20 yards a catch.
Run.
Thomas Jones back in the ball game at running back. Third down, line to make is the 29. Brooks, good protection. Now it breaks down. Going to run it, and he slips down at the 34. He was trying to put a move on Jamal Smith.
Better figure that he's going to try to get the ball to Terrence Wilkins.
Right over the middle, Thomas Jones, and because of a good double team tackle, he won't have it. Jamal Smith, the first man to get there.
Game, if you get in the right situation, you run them, you got a shot at 6. They had a shot at 6 and just didn't get it done.
Big E's, nothing doing for him. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Kofi Baywa. And this group described as the best wide receiver group since Frank Beamer has been here. That is complete to the 35 to Ken Handy. And they're still going to be short of the first down by about 5.5.
First half.
Under 5 minutes to play until intermission. Pressure from the outside. There's the pass, and incomplete, a little hard and a little high to Ricky Hall, the junior out of Chester, Virginia. And with that, the punting unit comes on.
Around Michigan State and Penn State, last year Cedric Irvin ran wild, 238 yards against the Nittany Lions. Here he is up the middle, plowing his way into the end zone. Michigan State leading Penn State 7-0. Georgia Tech and Georgia tied at 7 as they head to halftime now.
Well, that one's settled in. Georgia.
Most pressure in this football game to make sure he makes these third downs so they don't have to punt inside the 20-yard line.
3.5 minutes left until halftime. Third down at about 3.5 yards. Brooks got a man, and there's Wilkins. Finally pushed out of bounds around the 28. Ike Charlton defending him, but they get the first down. Now play where they pick up nothing. Interception number 23 in the year, and Johnson could score. They pushed him out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Oh, I mean, there's just nobody there. Under pressure, he throws the football. There's not even a receiver out there. Lauren Johnson with the interception, and you see right away, as soon as he intercepts that football, the rest of the defensive players become offensive blockers.
And here's the guy we were talking about.
And they tried to hold him, and they couldn't even hold him.
So Virginia Tech trying to salt this one away just before halftime. Stiff denied the end zone at the 1.5. They set to the right this time. Stiff is the man at the top of the aisle, the 38. He gets the handoff. Touchdown. Whoop, they still haven't signaled. I thought he got the ball across.
Did he get hit?
You see the tip of the football is just right at the end zone line, and Clark will sneak it in for the 6 points. Going to make it, and that is Wally Rayner. Looked for all the world as though he was going to have it, and Rayner closed the door. Timeout with 1:39 until halftime, and the hero, well, Lauren Johnson, interception number 23. And his man there, did he come down in bounds? They say incomplete. Wilkins, the intended receiver, he caught. Keep an eye inside. Well, he rushed it. They didn't block it, but he almost kicked it straight up, and now it takes a huge Virginia Tech bounce. They're going to wind up with about 10 yards on the punt.
For Virginia Tech.
Average field position, Virginia Tech, their own 48, and of course they're deep here, right over the middle, and that one is well overthrown, and there's a flag down.
And take a little dangerous walk.
Clark hits, spins away from one tackler, tries to get out of bounds, and finally does. And that'll be enough for the first down as Travis Griffith gave him a shove, and they still got 13 seconds left. So they... Right over the middle, incomplete. Hall is the guy that they wanted. 9 ticks left. Clark got it complete at the 8-yard line. I don't think it's enough for the first down to Andre Davis.
There's Jackson down.
And the way it happened also.
Well,
25-yard attempt. He got it. So the 10 and sounds, and we are at halftime. Scored at halftime is Virginia Tech 29 and Virginia 7. Now to the back.
Yeah, you know, every once in a while it all just comes together and you do have that perfect show. Bob Lee had one back in '89. Steiner had his in '91. Dan had one working last season. It got crazy out there. During the commercial breaks, the crew, they wouldn't talk to him. Kenny wouldn't even look at him. It was intense.
And that, of course, is the sort of thing that can't never happen in a playoff race.
What did he just say?
That's a double negative.
At the end, he just let it get away from him.
It's hard to respect the French when you have to bail them out of 2 big ones in 1 century. But we have to hand it to them on mayonnaise. Nice job, Pierre.
When we drafted Tim Duncan, I invited him to my home to get ready for the season.
He was learning so much.
That doesn't count. You were out.
The roses are out, Timmy, not the daisies. So one day, you brought this into my home.
It's not something I'm proud of.
I calmly explained how Edge Pro Gel protects better than foam because it has 8 rich lubricants.
David, sure know how to make a guy feel comfortable.
More lemonade, Tim?
Edge Pro Gel. Save your skin.
The roses, Tim, are out of bounds.
Go with the gnomes. The gnomes can be out of bounds.
There are other ways to get to work, but nah.
Hey, Gordita fans, check out the Gordita Supreme. Seasoned ground beef, a blend of cheeses, cool sour cream, and freshly chopped tomatoes, all on warm, pillowy flatbread. Just 99 cents. We're making one for you right now. Better hurry.
Can't these both go any faster?
Report. Pork bellies, wheat, and soy futures.
Where am I?
Waking up is hard, wherever you are.
Good morning, sir.
But coffee helps. And cereal and fresh fruit. Ooh, that definitely helps. And before long,
He did it again. Unbelievable.
oh, yeah. You're a human again. This town's not so bad. Complimentary breakfast at Comfort Inn and Comfort Suites. It's more than a room. It's comfort.
One final barrier between the Bruins and the Fiesta Bowl, and that's the Hurricane Bowl in Miami.
College game day at 11. UCLA versus Miami at 2. Next Saturday on ESPN.
Half. So here are the numbers, and you can see that that's what defense and special teams have done, Mike, because actually the numbers are not overbearing by Tech.
No, and the average start, just like you had mentioned, Virginia, the 0-19, that's special teams right there. And again, the rushing yardage, only 29 yards rushing from Thomas Jones, but not enough good mix to keep this Virginia Tech defense off guard. But
well, good blocking on this first down, and that is one of the longest gainers they've had on first down. Defensive leaders, Mike, take a look at these. Thweet and Spruill, 6 tackles in 5, 3 individually by Spruill. Moore, 4 tackles, 2 sacks for him, and Charlton, 4 tackles. Jones again, big opening, and there is a first down on back-to-back running plays, much more akin to what the head coach over there would have prescribed.
Yeah, just with Bud Foster has to be proud of that.
First down and 5, and the running play by Jones is going to be the longest run of the afternoon by him, as he'll take it out across 47-yard line. And let's check in with Larry Beal.
All right, Ron, Michigan State and Penn State. Spartans trying to come back from a 21-7 deficit. Bill Burke. Blacksicko Burris makes the catch. 21-14 game in the second quarter on ABC.
Flag comes down. It's going to be offensive holding. They get the completed pass to the tight end, Casey Crawford, but you can bring it back as the umpire tossed the flag right into the heap of offensive linemen.
And Lorenzo Ferguson.
3 of 7 on third down conversions. Brooks has pressure on him, and there's Wilkins. Deep across the middle, not only has the first down, add 15 yards, and it's going to be a gain of 32 on the play.
Kind of a spy technique right here. He's just trying to read backs out of the backfield. He's trying to shut down post routes, and what happened was there's no pressure on Aaron Brooks. Terrence Wilkins runs the post behind him, and Terrence Wilkins has not been stopped by this Virginia Tech defense.
21 to keep the drive going. Dropped by Thomas Jones, and there was a flag down, and Corey Moore again with pressure.
Offside on the defense.
Okay, pointed the other way now.
5-yard penalty, takes it down.
Wilkins brought him back into traffic, and Keon Carpenter came up and tattooed him. There he is at the 10, at the 5, touchdown Kevin Coffey. 25-yard touchdown strike.
Blitz is going to come right up here. There's the post, no free safety. Coffey catches the football in the end zone. Free safety man coverage, Keon Carpenter. Coffey a good target, 6'2", 197.
Shimon, well, he had a teammate roll up on his ankle. Sorry. Anytime that happens when an offensive lineman is laid out on somebody and he gets his leg rolled up on, see a lot of injuries that way. So let's take a timeout. 29-13, Virginia Tech. Right back. And while we have a second, Larry Beal, what do you have for us?
All right, Ron. Well, we'll update you on Penn State and Michigan State. Nittany Lions in command. It's Eric McCoo up the middle on a 5-yard touchdown run as Penn State has now opened it up 28-14. That game over on ABC. Georgia and Georgia Tech. Dogs have just scored 19-7 in the third quarter with 4:23 to go. North Carolina and NC State, and the Tar Heels up 17-3. NC State already has a bowl bid locked up. North Carolina trying to go 6-5. Later on tonight, over on the Deuce, the Michigan Wolverines facing the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii. That's 9:30 Eastern Time.
On that drive, it was a 4th down play. 4th down, and they score in a 25-yard touchdown pass. So the new score is Virginia Tech 29 and UVA 14.
Well, Kevin Coffey got away in post for the post pattern. Aaron Brooks looking off, and then he comes back to the post. Man-to-man coverage. Ike Charlton beaten. Good job by the offensive line, giving Aaron Brooks time to throw.
Clark, no place to go, and he's going to be sacked, and that's Rayner, Wally Rayner. 2 times that they've gotten to Clark this afternoon.
And they tried to quick screen. Tim Sproul really played it well. Number field position on the special teams, they'll be in business.
Maybe that's singeing at halftime that George gave them as this ball is going to be blocked and tackled as they could not get the kick away.
And if you look at the bench area, Ron, Virginia's bench area, they're all fired up.
Thomas Jones runs it to the short side of the field, to the 2, down to the 1, and very close to getting it in for the touchdown.
Ron, you're close enough now with Aaron Brooks' size of 6'4", 202 to just quarterback sneaking in from.
The ball is snapped in the air and is picked off by Moore. Corey Moore. As the ball went right through Aaron Brooks' snaps in a lot of different ways, but watch this one. It's like he snapped it away from his hands.
I'm not sure he even had his hand set underneath there. And that ball comes out so funny.
Moore now has 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and a fumble recovery. And Larry Beal, what do you have for us?
Yeah, Ron, updating Michigan State and Penn State. The Nittany Lions have had problems on offense. Scoring points all season long has been trouble for them, but not today. Busting loose, Mike Saramelli. And it's now 35-14, Penn State over Michigan State.
State in one of either the Alamo or in the Outback, right? We know?
Right.
Stiff, nice, hard run. Wow. Twisting, turning, and that good second effort is going to have the Hokies a first down at the 15-yard line. Stiff into the secondary. And the difference, and you talked about it back in the first half, first down plays have been huge for Virginia Tech. 10 carries for 100. Pretty doggone good average. Gets the pitch. There's the lead block. Turns the corner. Sweet makes the tackle and finally slows him down. Stiff is going to get as he comes to the sideline. Boy, they are standing and cheering down below.
Boy, he's had a big day in this ball game. Had the long run earlier. It just continues to change field position.
Big E. Burnham comes up and makes the hit on him. Nothing doing this time because nobody hit Darrell Sanders, the freshman out of Callaway, Maryland. And he turns that one sour. No place for Piggies to go. Intercepted. That's Tweet. And Tweet with a sweet 6. An opportunity to catch our breath, and a brand new one in this slugfest. 29-21 in the Hokies. 2:33 left in the third quarter. Watch. Here's the interception.
Here's the interception. Just too long of the throw from Al Clark. He waited too long to try to hit Bob Slukowski and paid for it with a touchdown interception.
Lar Johnson was headed to the locker room because of the injuries to his knees, and he just stops and put his hand on his forehead.
Now his head hurts.
Situation like at Florida State, where sometimes you could throw the ball and we just let him go get it.
Throw it up, jump ball.
Clark got it complete. Wow. What a hit by Dwayne Stoops on Ken Handy. Is about a half yard beyond the 40. And they just got it. Antonio Dingle. That is 3 times today that Virginia has given a first down to Virginia Tech because of an offside.
Offside on the defense. 5 yards on the first down.
Second down and 10. On the shotgun to go with the running play. Here's Stiff. Turns the corner. Did he get the first down? I don't know from where they have spotted this. I don't think so. High for Stiff. 126 yards. Over the season, averaging just under 58 a game. Pegues is the man at the top of the eye right now, though. And he gets the handoff, and he'll have the first down.
Not a lot of movement, but just enough.
Just enough. Didn't need a great deal. So Virginia Tech with a player injured. Still 24 seconds left in the third quarter. And it appears to be Derek Smith, the left tackle. And while we have a second, let's go down and check in again with Adrian Karsten. Adrian?
Rod, little secret. George Welsh was not the only one raising his voice in the locker room. The man to my left, Anthony Poindexter, had a few things to say. Anthony, what did you tell the defense at halftime? They got to move in here.
Well, I told them, they played a real good second quarter, and, the first quarter might have been a little bit of fluke. Virginia Tech came out real high. But I told them, let's settle down. We know we can play good defense. Second quarter, they played very well. In the third quarter, they played another good quarter, so I think they're ready right now.
You're early in a 6 to 8 month rehabilitation process. What is your practical expectation? You're still an influence on this team. Will you play more football?
Yeah, I will. I think I'm going to be back in 4 months, though. I pumped it up a little bit, and hopefully I'll be back in 4 months, but I know I will be playing more football.
Ron, they're still wearing his number 3 on their side of their helmets. Anthony, get back into this game.
Okay, that's a great gesture to a young man that obviously they think a tremendous amount of. Well, they're not going to have to run the play because that is the end of the third quarter. So let's take a timeout as we head to the final 15. It is the Hokies 29 and UVA 21.
Big Bob's exterminating. Spiders? Oh, we do spiders. Scorpions? I love the challenge. Centipedes? Centipedes are our speciality. The queen centipede. Bring her on.
The Bugs are back. Centipede on CD-ROM. Take on 5 all-new worlds or play classic style. Get your hands on Centipede for PC CD-ROM.
Well, maybe we could talk about this.
This is how Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans will remember the 1998 NASCAR Busch Series champion. This is how his opponents will remember him. From alternators and wire sets to batteries and spark plugs, get the parts that power Dale Earnhardt Jr. AC Delco powers the winners.
America Online introduces new version 4.0.
It can't get any easier. Instant messages.
We've spent over $1 billion to create a state-of-the-art high-speed network, and with 56K, connections are faster than ever.
Everyone I know is on it.
America Online, so easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Hey, Gordita fans, grab a steak Gordita. Marinated slices of grilled steak, a blend of cheeses, all wrapped in pillowy flatbread.
Wow, $1.75 for a cup of Joe?
It's the 90s. Everything's out of whack.
Not so fast. I know how you can get all your long-distance calls for under $1.
Oh, I heard about that. You dial 10-10-220, and all your long-distance calls from home up to 20 minutes cost just 99 cents.
Now, there's an informed consumer.
What happens after 20 minutes?
It's only 10 cents for each extra minute.
Well, you got to sign a contract.
You've been hurt, haven't you? There is no contract. Nada.
Yeah, you just dial 10-10-220-1 and then the number.
Bingo. Little sanity in an otherwise insane world. Coffee's up.
In one big night. First, it's the Puerto Rico Shootout Championship at 8. Then, the Great Alaska Shootout Championship at midnight. Tonight on ESPN.
So get ready for ESPN Sunday Night Football. This week, Terrell Davis and the Broncos look to continue their perfect season when they collide with Junior Seau and the Chargers. ESPN Sunday Night Football. Coverage begins at 8:15.
Oh, I got to remember to watch that game.
Hokie Thanksgiving left us with Burt Wahoo.
29-21, an 8-point game. With this final quarter coming up in the situation, it is a first down for Virginia Tech at the Cavaliers 46. Clark, good protection. Now it breaks down. Going to go on top. And a flag will come down. And that is a nice job by Andre Davis to get the defensive back on his hip.
Yeah, line of the scrimmage. Al Clark just hanging one up. The interference by Antoine Harrison. You're right. Good job by...
See what he slows down. He puts it on his hip.
Yep.
And that's...
Let him run over him.
Yep. Hokies bounces it outside and steps out of bounds at the 20.
Ron, I just can't say enough about Jared Ferguson. He's blocking on a guy that makes a lot of tackles.
They give it to the fullback, and there's a flag. Ferguson's going to have the first down, but thrown immediately, and somebody grabbed on the offensive line. That'll come back for holding. He's back in the ball game as they go shotgun. Clark is going to be sacked, and that's Travis Griffith. Third time they've gotten to him.
Ken Handy.
Clark going to try to run, and he's hit again by Griffith. That's coming from all the way on the other side. That is a nice hustle by Travis. More than he can say. Grace over.
The best pass defense is take the quarterback down.
46-yard attempt by Graham. And he thunderfoots another one. Cannon sounds, and with 12-12 left in the ball game, our new score is Virginia Tech 32 and Virginia 21. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after this. Rolls it out. Nobody stayed at home, and he'll step out of bounds at the 41. Lorenzo Ferguson came out there to make sure that he went out of bounds. But good counterplay. Nice job from behind Engelberger. And I mean, John came across like he was just fired, jettisoned. Gets it away and has to throw too quickly because Corey Moore and Carl Bradley were coming after him.
They'll put on a great show.
There's still a lot can happen. Still to the 25, Antonio Dingle with a diving stab at him, and he knocks him down. Also, Adrian Burnham came over to help. Our game 32-21. Virginia Tech. Fourth quarter. Clark going to run. Ran into his own man and then gets tackled at the 32, and that's enough for the first down as Maurice Anderson came down on top of him, all 285 pounds. So it was a good gamble. Third down. They need to take it out to the 42-yard line to keep this one going. Clark is going to be sacked, and it's Rayner again. Also give a partial to Maurice Anderson, but that's 4 times that they've gotten to him today. Kibble, the left footer, waiting for the snap. They got the pressure on this one, and he gets it away. Not a great kick, but he got it away. That's probably the most important thing. Out of bounds at the 42.
Michigan State needing a win over Penn State to secure a bowl berth. Trouble. Bill Burke picked off by Anthony King. 3 guys there. Second interception, and the Lions have returned for a touchdown. Oh, it's good to be the King. 42-14. Tight one. Georgia Tech just kicked a field goal, now trailing Georgia 19-18 late fourth quarter.
Georgia O'Leary's ball club staying tough.
Remember that finish they had last year.
Yeah, that's right. Gonna keep it, and will take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line before Jamal Smith finally put the stopper on Aaron Brooks. They not only got it, they came close to breaking Jones loose on a big play. Lorenzo Ferguson.
Well, we talked about Lorenzo Ferguson, all the different places.
Good protection. Got him over the middle. It's complete. Inside the 20-yard line is Kevin Coffey. And so he's gone to the sideline. 14 of 26, 237 yards, and the 1 interception by Brooks today. He caught it. Touchdown, Thomas Jones.
This is one of those plays because Sparky Woods put a running back, Thomas Jones, against the linebacker, Michael Hawks. And that's the one where you know there's going to be...
Here. They go for 2 points. They'll run the quarterback, and Brooks has got it. It is a 3-point ball game with 7:02 to play. 2.
Ron, here's the design of the play. I'm just going to show both wide receivers are going to come down inside. Then watch the tailback and the middle linebacker, Hawks against Thomas Jones. Now he's got to run with him on the sideline. This is a well-designed play by Sparky Woods and a very good throw by Aaron Brooks where you put a linebacker against a running back. And Thomas Jones, we talked about it. He came in leading the ACC with 24 receptions, the most of any running back in the ACC. And they told me he could be their best wide receiver. He's got that good of hands.
They met at the quarterback, and Thweet was there to make the big play. Another for him.
Big ball game.
Clark going long. And he caught it. Ricky Hall as the defensive back fell down.
And Ricky Hall gets in good position against Wayne Stoops and makes this catch.
Defensive back fell down, as you could see. Now, also give credit to that offensive front of the Hokies because they allowed their quarterback to have just a world of time back there.
You talk about a big play. Al Clark came up with one.
And 7 yards. Fifth hit in the backfield, and it's a leg bit.
Ferguson, and now all of a sudden they're turning around those blocks of the fullback and they're getting penetration.
Run down as far as they can. It's down to 3, down to 2. It's a draw play, and they waited way too long on that one. Green comes over and hits stiff. 32 to 29. Right now it's 3rd down, and they need to take it down to the 20-yard line.
Could have been grounding there. Now Clark under tremendous pressure again.
Dingle and Kearney are the guys who were coming after him. I guess they figured he had a guy close enough because he had somebody in the area. Very high kick.
Well, this is a good job by Virginia Tech.
Oh, my goodness. They downed it at the 5-yard line. They're going to say at the 7. But now you see why we talk about number 95. They have to make sure that they've got Kibble to stay in the ballgame.
Right.
Throw it incomplete. That is a good stick on the play by number 9, Anthony Midget.
It's a free release. He gets a little pinball there, but not hit very hard. And then Shane Beamer alertly downs the football. And that's a good, smart play by the coach's son.
Got it. The tight end, and that's Crawford. And he'll get out of bounds at the 16. If not enough for the first down, he'll need a couple. Larry Beal, what do you have for it?
Well, you guys have a tight finish shaping up there. How about Georgia? Georgia Tech, Brad Chambers, 35 yards out for the go-ahead field goal. Yellow Jackets lost heartbreakers to Georgia the past 2 years. They lead 21-19, 2 seconds left.
Jones, and he will have the first down as he'll take it out to the 19-yard line. Lorenzo Ferguson comes over to make the tackle, and now that clock becomes really big for the Cavaliers.
An extra period.
Got it. Pop it. You talk about a tough catch, looking right back into the sun. He skies and makes it 23 yards.
Boy.
Got it away while they were sacking him. And they're going to, did he catch it? They're coming to mark it.
No, one official said no. Now they're going to talk about it. Casey Crawford, who's an outstanding tight end. Standing tight end. He was recruited by North Carolina, Ohio State, Boston College, was offered baseball money, top 10 money by the Atlanta Braves. You can see the umpire right here. He's signaling no good. It looked like he got his hands underneath it.
Clark paces on the sideline. They're still a distance from where they need to go to be in field goal range. And with this, they're not going to need it. He is going to walk in for the touchdown, Ahmad Hawkins. To give credit to somebody. How about Sparky Woods in the offense? A 93-yard drive in 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's a break. 2:01 to play. Virginia on top.
Boy, Aaron Brooks hits Ahmad Hawkins. Anthony Midget just gets caught up inside, and the rest is the touchdown. But Ron, you mentioned it. Give Sparky Woods credit.
That's a great drive.
I mean, it's a great drive to take it 95 yards.
They
have really come out and done a nice job.
Well, it looks as though that Nick Sorensen is going to come out at quarterback.
Well, Clark has taken some hits.
Adrian, let's Virginia by 4. This is Stiff. He is going to be stopped after a gain of 3. Maurice Anderson that came down on top of him.
Defended by Virginia.
Sorensen, that's to Stiff, and he stretches it out. Not enough for the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. And a timeout has been called with 1:24 showing on the clock. It's a very anxious moment on that sideline as Al Clark looks on and unable to finish what he started. A look at the coach's son. He did his work on the special teams very well just a moment ago, and you would think that 94 yards away that would be enough, particularly with their defense. But Mr. Poindexter and his guys on the far sideline said, nope, we've got it in us, and they showed that they do. Now it's up to the Hokies. Can they come back? Sorensen going to run it. He'll have the first down, and he ate up some valuable time there. 1:16. He'll stop the clock.
Any job, but Adrian talked about the halftime, and they're trying to get his ball club back in this game.
He's got a man open, and he dropped the football. I don't know if the defender got a hand in there or not, but that would have been out of bounds at the 33, Angelo Harrison.
Yeah, Tim Sproul, I think, got a hand in there.
Right. Took over to quarterback because of injury. Very versatile. Pass complete right over the middle, and that's enough for another first down at the 49 to Harrison. Clock runs, 52, now 51. To the sideline, and he threw that one well behind Ken Handy.
Well, a couple sitting.
Sorensen steps up, going to have to get it away, and it is intercepted by Wally Rayner. Antonio Dingle was applying pressure, and Sorensen got it away, and it went into the hands of the opponent.
It's had all the makings. Good pressure again by Dingle and Maurice Anderson, and Rayner with the interception. And
Rayner 14 tackles, 1 interception, and 2 sacks. Because it's time, and they will not have to snap it again. They're going to the Peach Bowl. That's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, young man.
And Gary Stoken, who's here from the Peach Bowl, has to be happy about the team it's going to represent.
Players of the game. Brian Threet from Virginia, 13 tackles, interception for a touchdown. Virginia Tech is stiff of history as Virginia has come back in very dramatic fashion to win over Virginia Tech. The final score is Virginia 36,